education research is these are two key things we have been doing with the India. So what about you helping the startups in India? Is there any plans to help the startups?
A very good point, and I missed it in my introduction. I mean that cooperation in the field of innovations and startups is very high on our agenda. It was probably 2 years ago when we launched a big event in Bangalore, by the way, which was called EU-India Startup Network, with the participation of tens of startups from Europe and hundreds of startups mainly from Karnataka. And that project is very much supported by us, by the European Union and by the Indian government, because I discuss this issue very often with Secretary BIPP and the Minister for Commerce and Industry, and with Niti Aayog, and we are on the same line. As a follow-up to that, 2 months ago, we launched the EU-India Incubators Network with some financial resources provided by us. And the idea is to establish a network of incubators from EU member states and India. And that network was launched in September again in Bangalore. And in addition to that, we as the EU and its member states are very active in the field of innovation and pay a lot of attention. 2 months ago, we launched another project which is called EU Innovation Platform in India. The idea is to collect as much as possible information about our innovation presence of innovation companies, interest from both sides, and to give more information to possible Indian partners. And this is one thing. It means that we are committed, and we implement practical, or we put in place practical solutions to that. Concerning research and innovation, this is again, as Vice Chancellor mentioned, is an important element of our strategy in developing, to develop relations with India. That's why we have this program which I mentioned, Horizon 2020, and under that program we have special procedures for Indian and European research centers, institutions, universities to provide projects which are evaluated after that under so-called co-founding mechanism between India and the European Union. And the Indian government and the European Union will establish a long list of sectors in which we are interested in such research activities, and we have a big number of projects which are implemented by Indian and European research entities. I mentioned already in my introduction 2 joint calls which are co-financed by the European Union and by India in sectors which are our priorities. I mentioned water, the second one was vaccines, and now we are working on a new joint call in the field of renewable energy, smart grids, and so on and so on. That's why this is really a very good avenue for our cooperation. And in this context, allow me to underline that Karnataka, for us, it's for the European Union, for member states, for European companies, it's an extremely interesting place for being here through investments, through the establishment of research and development centers. The big European companies are present here with the establishments like Airbus, SAP, Infosys, and many other high technological companies which work here. And not only big companies, but even small and medium-sized European companies are present in Karnataka, and they have established a very good business-like, commercially valuable cooperation with India. It's something which is very important. And even in November we will have another event, because the European Commissioner responsible for internal market and entrepreneurship will visit India for bilateral talks with the Indian government, but the Commissioner will visit Bangalore as well, and she will visit some Indian and European companies in Karnataka. And one of the objectives of her visit to Bangalore will be to visit ISRO. For your information, a few months ago the European Union and ISRO signed an agreement on Earth observation. Through that agreement, India will get access to our Earth observation system, which is called Copernicus. And I will not go into details, but cooperation between ISRO and European Space Agency it is very well advanced and very well developed as well. It means that we have really in each sector, if you have mentioned or you will mention, we can give you a very practical and specific instruments or avenues where we have already established good cooperation while going forward. Thank you.
So, Brexit is due in March next. So what significant impact it will have on the India-EU relation?
What will be in March?
Brexit.
Brexit. Dear friends, first, the Brexit is a negative development with negative consequences, both for, this is our assessment, for the European Union, but first of all for the United Kingdom. This decision has been taken by the United Kingdom according to the European law. And you know what's going on now. An agreement, if there is no approval of the agreement, it could be. But nevertheless, as of now, 29th of March is the last day of UK membership in the European Union. And of course, this is not a positive development. But I would like to underline in this context a few things. First, the Brexit has made all other 27 member states even more united. The Brexit doesn't have a direct or extraordinary impact on our internal debates about the current state, the future of the European Union. And the European Union will continue its work. From the point of view of EU-India relations, I don't see any risks. The European Union is fully committed to follow all agreements which have been reached between the European Union and India. And we are going to will continue to be committed, and we are going to fulfill them. And the fact that our strategy on relations between the relations of the European Union with India was published on the 20th of November, and on the 10th of December, this coming Monday, all EU member states will endorse some political messages. They will endorse that strategy, and they will convey or reinforce their political messages concerning relations with India is a clear manifestation and confirmation that we are going to continue as it is. And in this context, maybe to inform you that as of now the European Union is the largest trading partner for India, with a balance or a bit or balanced trade, even a bit in favor for India. And after the Brexit, the European Union of 27 will remain the largest trading partner for India in global terms. European Union is one of the key provider of source of foreign direct investment in India, and it will remain. And European Union is the main source of technology transfers from outside world to India, and it will remain. We are committed, and we will continue our cooperation with India, and it has been so far.